I'm going to talk a bit about how I feel connected to this community, my desire to enable more people to feel that kind of connection, and to provide different ways of thinking about constructing goals. One of the reasons I come here is to nurture my mind, heart, body, and spirit, as our mission states, those of my family and of our community. Maybe what we do here catches on. Maybe it nurtures the world. Life can be stressful. The pandemic, social media, the polarization of our political climate, and the witnessing of injustice to our fellow beings in the world has added to that stress. I found that taking action is one way to reduce anxiety. I love being part of a community that does that, a community that provides opportunities to listen to and learn from others and to be heard, and understands that love is an action verb. One way I experience this nurturing is by seeing the great opportunities my daughter has here for religious education, as well as for my wife and I connecting and learning together with other parents. I would love to see more families have similar opportunities and experiences. I would also like the sense of family to become more inclusive and expansive. We moved to Charlottesville about 4 years ago without relatives nearby. You can be family whether or not marriage or children or shared ancestors are involved. I want everyone to experience that feeling of belonging. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little bit geeky here. Perhaps you've heard of SMART goals. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It is the kind of who, what, when, where, why, and how of goal setting. Research has shown that SMART goals are more likely to be completed. Making the world a better place is an admirable goal, but it's too general. Where do you start? It's not measurable. How can you tell if the world is better now than it was a year ago? Goals, SMART or not, can be about how you do something, so-called process goals, such as send monthly newsletters to OOPS, the UU parent support group. Alternatively, they might be about your hopes, what you expect if the goal is complete, so-called outcome goals, such as twice as many people will participate in RE classes. Outcome goals are harder to formulate than process goals, but they provide an adaptability that process goals do not. In a year from now, there may be significant unanticipated changes in our society. Process goals like increase the budget for RE by X% over 3 years may become difficult if the economy takes a turn. However, outcome goals like increase participation in RE by X% in 3 years could still be possible, but might require a different how. So I could state my desires as an outcome goal like the number of people participating in religious education will increase by 50% over the next 3 years, or the number of surveyed congregants that say they have a sense of family at UUCville will increase by 30% over the next 2 years. You absolutely don't have to state goals the way I described, but perhaps these are useful examples in thinking about stating goals that unite us and help us prioritize our combined efforts. I look forward to hearing your ideas for goals in whatever form makes sense to you and being part of a conversation about our future with you. Finally, I'd like to say that I find this kind of strategic goal setting can itself be spiritual. Thinking about all this has certainly made me consider what is important and how I can contribute at this point in my life. We need your help in this process. It's an ongoing activity. And whether you've been here for years or are brand new, please jump in and provide your perspective. I look forward to hearing from you today and throughout this strategic planning process.